welcome back to this week's episode of I Want All the Smoke. Hey man, y'all know it's your boy look a little different this week. I kind of knocked the hair off, I got a little tired of all the spinning and the sponging and whatnot. Don't worry, I got some good grain of hair, but don't just had to do something a little different. So I'm going back low, my low style. So I may look a little funny. I know my head a little thick or whatnot, but it's all good. It's all good. Hey, I think I still look good anyway. So hey, but this week, man, we got a good one for you, man. Hanging out with a man who's no stranger to the cigar world, no stranger to the dress code, pretty much no stranger out of any of that thing. Mr. Quincy Hill, hey, the Hills, everything he got an H on it. Mr. Quincy Hill, how you doing
I'm
today?
doing all right. I'm doing all right.
Right
I'm
on,
doing
right on.
wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful world, wonderful world. Shitty weather we having outside, but we digging, we here, we making. What you get me over here for, man? You got me all over, man. Dude, I saw the dude in the cigar lounge. I think it was Friday,
Mm-hmm.
and I was trying to leave. I felt somebody. Hey, man, how come you ain't talked to me yet? How come we ain't did an interview yet? So, I don't know. You're a busy man. I can't keep up with somebody who manage this, manage that, voting this, voting that, run the Hill Estates. I can't keep up with somebody like that. So how do I keep up with them? So yeah, so we're here today. We're gonna get it in.
We're going to get it in.
We're gonna get it in.
Absolutely.
Man, what we gonna talk about, man? Cause I don't know. Just I think the last time you and I actually sat around and did this. Matter of fact,
It
we
was
was
last year.
hanging out last year,
Yeah.
and we was hanging out at the pool.
Yeah, absolutely.
We was hanging
Absolutely.
out at the pool house, and we was talking junk. So if y'all get the opportunity, man, go back to like the first maybe couple of I don't know, couple of episodes when the show was called Talking Tuesday, this and that. Go back to you'll see you'll see the earlier footage of what we had going on one night. We had a lot of things going on. I know I ended up giving him the name Tango. Okay. And I had to give him that name Tango for, and I'm gonna let y'all in on. So we had a little party at the house. He remembers that. Had a little party at the house, and I said, man, I need some tables and chairs. Thinking to myself, get some tables and chairs. Oh, let me call Quincy. Quincy, oh yeah, man, I got you. Come on and get him. Come on and get him. So I slid over came on over to Hill Estates, and picked up the table and chair. It was doggone, what was it, Tuesday, Monday,
Monday.
whatever, Monday. Joker was calling me, hey man, where my table and chairs at? So okay, I'm bringing it back to you. A couple days passed later on, hit me again. My table and chairs. I said, tell you what, I'm gonna bring them by. So I bought the table, hey, but he hit me with it, 20%.
20%.
He hit me with 20%.
20%.
He said it's gonna be 20% for each day I don't get these doggone tables and chairs. But I said, okay. I said, I did the math. So the next day I got up, load them up, bring them over here. I set them back. I put what about smooth $2 or $3?
About $2.
About $2 in his
$2.
dough. I gave him his 20%.
20%.
He ain't about to pull a Frank Lucas on me. He ain't about to run up on me in the middle of the doggone street and hit me in the doggone head. So there we have it. That's the backlash of that, man.
Yeah.
So, but Quincy, man, let's talk about these cigars, man. Matter of fact, before we get into the cigars, man, let's talk about life, man. How's life been, bro?
Man, life been good. Life is better than I expected.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
God damn.
It's like, I mean, people usually say, oh, you're old when you turn like 45, 46, but I'm living my best life now at 47 years old.
Okay.
And I'm enjoying it to the fullest. I'm enjoying sitting back, kicking back, smoking my cigars and everything like that. But first of all, it's in for life. Let me pour you a glass down here.
Oh,
And I got a
forget we're doing it.
and I got a bottle of Willette.
Ooh.
We're gonna pop the label on that.
Yeah, help y'all let that sir.
Yeah. I want you to enjoy yourself. Now, I know when a lot of people smoke cigars, they'll say, oh, well, that could be paired with this cigar. Well, that could be paired with that cigar. Well, in all actuality, a good cigar can be paired with anything.
Right.
You
Correct.
know what I mean? We can pair it with a Pepsi if
Yeah.
we want to.
Right.
So at the end of the day, this is a good bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my drink of choice now because I'm used to cognac.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't try all cognacs to go when we cross seas and everywhere like that. But I'm just tired of cognac. And so, pour your glass.
Yeah, put me a drab up here. So you say you tired of cognac, man. Let's talk about when we talk about cognac. Oh, you already got your.
Yeah.
Talk about cognacs. Brand specific. Now, when I say brand specific, this is not the shut anybody game down or brand down when it comes to whether you drink Hennessy or what the case may be, whatnot, but brand specific. You know, when we because we know we have some cognacs that's a lot smoother than others.
Mm-hmm.
So what turns you away from cognac?
The thing that turned me away from cognac is basically it's like Hennessy was like the top age. Like everybody used to drink Hennessy.
Right.
And I tried another brand of Hennessy, Hennessy XO, Hennessy VSOP, and all I'm seeing, even though pure white Hennessy, but all I'm seeing to have the same blend
Mm-hmm.
of oaks and in the same barrel and stuff like that. So
Okay.
I really do like the taste of bourbon because bourbon has to be aged 6, 7 years before they even start producing their whiskey.
Right.
I got a bottle of Uncle Nearest up there right now.
Okay.
That's aged like what was it, 15 years?
Okay.
Yeah, and I went down to the Uncle Nearest distillery and they sold it to me. So I mean, it's just something about whiskey and bourbon and cognac stuff like that. It doesn't really suits my palate. I'm not saying it may suit your palate. It may does you good. You may pair good with a cigar and everything like that. But as for my palate, my palate has upgraded.
Right.
And so at the end of the day, once your palate upgrades, you
Mm-hmm.
need to upgrade.
Right.
You know, with your liquor. It doesn't matter how much it costs because right now I love scotch and I can and I'm addicted to John Bar. You're familiar with John
Yes,
Bar,
sir. Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir,
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah, so John Bar is like a what, 19.99 for a little
Yep.
bottle,
Yep.
$26 for the handle, but it's a real good scotch.
Really good scotch, and not like you said, it's not bad for the price. I think I told folks the story before how I came across um, with John Barr is
Mm-hmm.
that I had a partner of mine came to the house. Hey, shout out to you, Sean, man. You put me on something special. He said, man, you a Scotch, man. You like Scotch. Hey, let's try that. Try this out. No, he didn't say try this. He said, try him out. He
Mm-hmm.
always called it, he always say him.
Mm-hmm.
He said, try him out. So I tried it out. I said, man, this isn't bad. We're hooked ever since then. So, like you said, you do have some scotches out there. Um, that they're not gonna hit you in the pocket, but at the same time you still get a good.
It's affordable.
It's affordable. It's
Yeah.
affordable and it's good scotch. So if you want some good scotch, you ain't trying to break the bank with not
Yeah.
John Bar is definitely the way to go.
Yeah.
Everybody know me. I'm a Johnny Walker guy.
Yeah.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm Johnny Walker all day long. I like that. I like that true old man.
Old school.
That old school, yeah, that old school.
Old school.
So, and when you talk about the Uncle Nearest, and I have to look around. I see, you see your bottle up there, and I see your display, your nice collection you got on here, man. Which is really nice. And we're gonna get back with that. We're gonna definitely get back to the cognac, y'all. We can get back to it, but this caught my eye. Talk to me about this, man. What was the vision? What was the vision behind all this?
The reason why I call this place the gallery, and the reason being is because I feel like whenever I come in here, I can look around and see pictures of stuff that I have accomplished. Like my kids are grown now. One's in the Air Force, one's in the Army. My wife, she's happy. She's in the house right now. And if you look around here, you'll see nothing but pictures of my kids, my wife, and liquor that I like a whole lot. And the Taurus the Bull, which is my zodiac sign.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, the gallery was implemented because, as a man, you need somewhere to go
True.
and rest.
Right.
Not to go to sleep, not to go to bed, but you need somewhere to go, sit back and smoke your cigar.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want to go outside all the time because, in the wintertime, it's too cold. And in the summertime, it's too hot.
Right on.
And so at the end of the day, my wife implemented this because she said, well, you can sit out there at the gallery and you can just smoke until your heart content.
Okay.
And basically, whatever is done in the gallery stays in the gallery.
Okay.
Then we can have men conversation, we can have political conversation, religious conversation, but it's all gonna stay here. And the only rule I got for the gallery is nobody can get mad at the end of the day.
Fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fair enough.
Nobody can get mad.
And I said it's really nice setup you got going, and I definitely fly. Definitely get with it. Put a lot of work. I know last time you had the bar
Mm-hmm.
right here, and now you just got to set a real inviting, man, nice spot and whatnot. So it's definitely nice inspiration.
Yeah.
Definitely nice inspiration.
Well, that's what I like about you, Tim. But let me ask you a quick question.
That's my quick
How
question.
life's been treating you?
Man, life is great, man. I can't complain, man. I'm telling y'all. I'm doing this. I'm doing my thing. I'm sitting here talking to people about cigars and doing what I love, man. I get to try new cigars, get to talk to different people. Man, working every day. The wife and kids are good, man. I wake up every morning, brother, and I cannot complain. Um, and I think I'm at that point in my life, like you mentioned earlier
Mm-hmm.
about, hey, once you get a certain age or whatnot. But I'll be 42 next month,
Yeah. You're a
and
young man.
I'm a young man. I'm still a young whip. I'm still a little whip behind the ears. So don't let the smooth take food. But I'm at the point in my life, man, to where I realize that I want to be happy. I'm going to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, my wife does make life great. The kids make life great, man. Everybody's doing well. We're not. I'm not complaining about the finances. I'm not complaining about this. I'm not complaining. Just wake up every morning and be happy.
Yeah.
Next week, next month, I'm going down to where am I going? Going somewhere for my birthday.
Okay.
I forgot where we're going. Vegas. You're gonna kid me. I'm sorry. But we going on vacation, going to Cancun
Okay.
next month for my birthday, man. And I said that's blessings within itself because you know we all hit a point in life to where we try to figure out what we want to do, what we want to be, how we
Mm-hmm.
want to do about it, and also things that bother us and trigger us.
Yeah.
And for me, I had to get over things that bother me and trigger me, when I just get over and move on with life,
Yeah.
which allows me to get up and go about my day. People are like, man, why are you so happy?
Yeah.
What are you mad about?
Yeah. Exactly.
What are you mad about? And look, I woke up this morning. I woke up this morning. My eyes opened up. My feet hit the floor.
Exactly.
I got a little pain. I got a pain, back pain, knee pain, feet hurt, head hurt, all kinds of stuff. But you know what? There's people out there that didn't get me this morning, so I want to say I'm thankful.
Yeah. Me
And
too.
hey, thankful enough to be here with you, bro.
Thankful enough for you to come over here
Yes,
today.
sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. So yeah, but that's it, man. Just like I said, sit back, enjoying it. Just
But
really having a good time with this thing, man.
well, another quick question, and then I'm gonna let you answer all the questions.
All right, fine.
What is the secret to being happy? Do you chase happiness? Do you chase uh, money? Do you chase what do you chase to make you happy, or just chasing happiness?
You chase your dreams and your goals. You chase your dream and your goals. Whatever it is that you set out to do or that you want to do, don't let yourself or anybody else tell you that you can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we all before before McDonald's came up, before McDonald's had the secret sauce to their doggone Big Mac,
Mm-hmm.
they probably tried it 99 times.
Mm-hmm.
100 times they got it right. Before Uncle Nearest got that bottle right,
Mm-hmm.
they kept blending and blending and blending
Mm-hmm.
until they got it right. And now you got something special.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing about when you get that point, you striving to be there. Not to say the happiness is not already there,
Mm-hmm.
but now you put the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
You put the icing on the cake. Waking up happiness for me, like I tell everybody, like I tell you, people should be able to be when they get up in the morning. Like I say, you open your eyes
Yeah.
and you hear to see another day. It's gonna be a hard day.
Yeah.
You may have a hard day, maybe behind on your bill,
Yeah.
money not flowing the way you want it to
Mm-hmm.
flow. This, that, and the other one not. But you got every day you get up. That's another chance. That's a restart every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every day when you go to sleep, that's Control Alt Delete.
Yeah. You're right.
Every
A
day
reboot.
that's a reboot. Every day when you get up because you get another chance
Yeah.
to do what you didn't do the day before.
Exactly.
You get another chance.
Exactly.
It may not be business sense. Business sense.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody says, "Well, I want to do a business. I want to do this. I want to do that." Most people can't do a business because they can't get business credit. They can't get this. They can't do that. But you know how many people you see riding around here with a truck and a pressure washer?
Mm-hmm.
Don't take much. All you need is a little motivation.
So just to tack on what you said, I like what you said, but my chasing happiness is making sure I'm happy along for the ride. You yeah, you been to the prom, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You realize how happy you were while going pick out your suit,
Mhm.
going everybody want to take pictures of you.
Mhm.
Uh, Everything is all good. The destination's at the end,
Right.
but that ain't the part that make you happy. Getting to the destination, it's about you being happy
Yep.
all through the transgression, all
Exactly.
through the ride there.
Exactly.
And that's the reason I believe people pick out cars and stuff like that just for the ride.
Yeah.
And then when they ride to the prom, they happy
They
as
have
I
it.
don't know what. So once they get to the end of it, they still happy. No matter what, I believe this how I live my life. I'm happy as long as the ride of life is making me happy.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And you know, while you sitting there, you on your ride of life and things like that, you gonna have your negative, your naysayers, your haters and stuff like that. Oh, you should have picked out this car. You should have picked out that.
Mm-hmm.
You should have did this. You should have did this. You should have
Mm-hmm.
opened up a business like that. You should have had those kind of rims on your car and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, as long as you are happy with the ride, everything else gonna work out fine.
You right about that?
Yeah, because when you get at the front and you know you short the
You know
jump,
you sure?
yeah, you good.
Hey, catch it so.
Casket
Can't
short.
tell me nothing.
Can't tell me all. Oh, we don't want to person this
Well,
show.
I know. I'm gonna tell you. So I'm gonna tell you one thing about my damn show. I said what I want to say, when I want to say it, and how I want to say it. That's what the
Okay.
fuck I want to say.
Okay.
So, it is age restrictions on it, whatnot. Just put it out because you know you're gonna have kids that want to tune into your show,
Yeah.
whatnot. So it is age restricted. You know, folks. You know, there's always about passing the crack or whatnot. But you know, the society we live in, man. I tell you, when it comes to censoring, there's so much censoring
Yeah.
um, going on, and so many things that we can be censored to, or that just gonna be out there privy to that we just can't. You can't block out everything.
Exactly.
You could try this thing like when we was growing up. You know,
Yeah.
it was easy for you know back in the head. I didn't come up with cable, so
Yeah.
and I had an antenna
Antenna.
outside that I had to go turn. And I was the antenna for the longest, and so a lot of things are privy to, but we live in different times to where a lot of kids, a lot of adults, they're privy to a lot of different things, especially with social media, um, and which has definitely had an impact with on the cigar community, dealing with social media. It's not just ashtray right, so you got straight some. There we go. Impact the world social media because social media carry a big a huge impact on the world, but you're able to reach so many different people now with it, and I think it can be used for good and bad.
Yeah.
Definitely,
Exactly. Exactly.
definitely.
So what do you like about smoking cigars? What do you like about it? You know, I know you look cool with it, with a stick in your hand and stuff like that. But what do you like about smoking a cigar?
Man,
Then I'm gonna tell about what we're smoking today.
I'm the man with the stick in my hand. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Hey,
Yeah.
when I got this stick in my hand, man, let me tell you something. I feel like I'm somewhere, like on Marston, in a pair of furlong slips. Hey man, I mean, hey, how I feel, the feeling I feel when I enjoy a cigar is only a feeling that a cigar lover will understand.
Yeah.
Um, I can describe it to you all day. I mean, a lot of folks that watch the show do smoke cigars and whatnot. Just the relaxation for me, firing up a stick, whether I'm on my back porch, in the car, at the club, whatever the case may be. Firing a stick, man, it gives me that moment of clarity.
Yeah.
I can think.
Yeah.
I'm focused. I'm not. I said this before. In the beginning when I was doing this, like, hey man, I got a cigar. I'm cool with it. I'm cool at that point. But now that fad that's gone.
Yeah.
I transitioned out of that.
Yeah.
And like I said, for me, it's just a great relaxing piece. When I get to sit back and relax, I get to think about things. I get to think about life. I get into a fine spirits. I get to talk to a lot of different people. And for me, it has become it's a way of life for me.
Mm-hmm.
This is a lifestyle for me. And like I said before, a lot of people don't get it when we talk about this lifestyle. This is what I do.
Yeah.
I don't judge folks that do other things or whatnot, but this is me. This is what I do. I enjoy the cigar. I love meeting people, love talking to folks, love the conversation you have, the friendships you build along the way. So this is me, bro.
My when I get out of smoking a cigar, this is like my reboot stage.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? It's like when I put a stick in my hand, got some good spirits in front of me, and things like that of that nature. I sit back and I think about all the stuff I went through.
Mm-hmm.
In case you didn't know, I had a stroke at 16.
Yep.
Oh, you didn't know that, did you?
Yeah, I knew that.
I was just playing.
Yeah, I know that shit. Hey, for show purposes. Wow, did you know? I didn't know that.
I had a stroke at 16.
Uh huh.
And so when I sit back, light up my cigar, I just think about all I've been through
Mm-hmm.
and everything that I accomplished, everything I want to accomplish. And I know what I want to accomplish is at hand reach.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? It might not be here tomorrow. It might not be here the next day, but it's in hand with you.
Right.
And at the end of the day, thanks to the good Lord and everybody like that, that He allowed us to get up the next day and reboot ourselves and try again. And that's what a cigar does for me. And you're gonna get some stuff today. They're gonna be real and uncut.
Okay.
A lot of people like to say, "Oh, that's a good cigar," or "That's the best cigar," or "Try these cigars." Whatever cigar your palate can handle is a great cigar.
There it is.
I don't care if they cost $5. Cause I started out on the corn, and I was smoking corn. My wife was coming in to smoke corns with me. They were like $3 a piece. And so after we, I don't put the word again, like graduated to a LFDs, to a Fat Bottom Betty's, to Latour Frenches, and all those like that. It's like, wow, this is good. But it wasn't better than the corn because at the end of the day, whatever you feel good to your palate, that's what's good to you.
A man and woman smoke what he or she likes.
Yeah, and I thank God for my wife because she smoked with. You know what I mean?
That's probably one time she put up with you.
Well, you probably right. You know, just the other day, I proposed to my wife the second time.
Okay.
And I asked her, I said,
Then why she sad right now?
Yeah, she upset now. I asked her, I said, you know, been here 20-some years with me, half of my life. I want to know, do you want to spend the other half of your life with me?
Right.
And she said, yeah, and that was the pre-proposal, the pre-engagement ring. But the other engagement ring, I had to order, and it's coming in the mail.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's going to be here by, it's going to be here for the, we'll have a destination, we know when by.
Okay, right on.
Yeah, so it's going to be here by then. So
okay.
I had to have it made, had to put one little yellow diamond in it. And they said something about some angel cuts and stuff like that.
Angel cut, princess cut, all that.
Yeah, angel cuts.
Yeah.
And cause the days of baguettes are,
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's over. And so this ring right here is gonna be a ring to symbolize. I hope you put it in my casket when I die, if I die for her.
Okay.
I want to take that ring with me.
Right. Hey, let me know you buried it so I come.
But yeah, you know, I love my wife. She smokes cigars and stuff like that, and she was the one who turned me on to. I want to show you something. I'm gonna grab it out of the window right now. This is what I used to smoke. All these cigars and stuff like that.
See, you got the.
I had the Po Man special.
This is the Cigars International Kitchen Sink sample. the Po Boy sample, right?
The Po Boy, yeah, that's it. What they call it, the Po Boy sample.
Yeah, this is the Cigars International Po Boy sample. But the Cigars International Po Boy sample got me through some tough times in Afghanistan. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, that's the Po Boy sample.
But again, with those sticks, man, it's not about the name. It really isn't. Like, you know, we're smoking right now. You know, we're smoking some La Flor Dominica Double Arrow.
Yeah.
Which is a really good stick. I don't smoke a lot of La Flor Dominica unless I'm actually somewhere relaxing at home.
Yeah.
Because I know they do too. They gonna put me down.
Yeah.
They gonna put me down. But like you said about the sticks and life and this and the other, man, you know, it just brings a balance to your it just brings back to that. I smoke that every day.
Yeah.
And it's the balance that you know we look forward to and look forward to having. So that's what we're doing. And then to me, that's why we do this.
Yeah, that's it. And the caveat to that is, to me, when you smoke a cigar, it's a point in your life to where you feel you have arrived. I'm not saying you got more money than me. I'm not saying I got more money than you or nothing like that. But when you're sitting here smoking a cigar, sitting back, you feel like you have arrived.
You know what? I like.
You know, yeah, you have arrived because you can look back at the ashes of the flames on your cigar. You feel like you have arrived. Now, what do you think about the? Oh God, I went too many questions.
Man, look. So on my show, everybody knows this, and when I don't. If
everybody know I love to talk.
It's the opportunity for the guests to talk. You know, it's not all about me when I do these, man. It's about the folks that come on.
Yeah.
And the guest show is about the guest talk. It's not a limited conversation to why I saw the question this minute or that.
Yeah.
Hey, we're here, we have fun. It's a conversation piece. That's why I say, hey, when I put it out there, I say, hey, peep the conversation, check the conversation, because it's a conversation that we're having.
Okay.
So go ahead.
So what do you think about the young society today
Mm-hmm.
and the way they hit it and the way they're structured? You know what I'm talking about? No, we gonna talk about it all today.
Okay.
I'm talking about the
Shit, it may have to be a part two.
part two.
That's it.
How long we got?
We got along with that doggone battery lasting long. Yeah.
Okay, but what I'm what I'm talking about, the way society is here today. You know, I'm gonna put it to you like this: if I go to a park
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of young people, whether white or black,
Right.
come out there and they start uh, uh, acting a certain way, I'm going home.
Yeah.
So what do you think can curb that appetite, or what do you think can help the appetite, and what do you think you should suggest to the young guys of today?
So I will tell you, and just by looking at it, I don't think it's something that has to do with today and today only. Because we all grew up in eras to where a young man or woman, they see certain things in life, they want these things in life. Um, you have some folks that maybe not be not I won't say at a disadvantage, but you have folks that kids that they have to adapt to their surroundings. Um, Now adapting to your surroundings can make you stronger.
Yeah,
They can make you weaker.
yeah,
Um, and when I say strong, it make you strong to that mentality where you have to be tough,
yeah,
or make you strong to the mentality where you know what, I want to get out of here and I want to go be able to do something different, which several people have done. Um, it just sometimes with today, you remember Boys in the Hood
hmm,
back in the day when Furious Styles came up to the doggone, the billboard was talking about gentrification, this and
hmm,
another
yeah,
whatnot,
yeah,
and how he was talking to the cats out there. Today, a conversation like that won't be able to take place, and I don't think most kids will truly listen to what's being said to them without catching an attitude about it.
yeah,
Um, so it's all within the message, and what do we do as men
hmm,
who are at our point in life?
yeah,
What do we do and how do we reach them?
hmm,
And again, I it's all about just taking opportunity.
yeah,
Now, if you see someone breaking out, of course, like fight, shooting this, and that, I'm not sticking around for that.
yeah,
But if I got the opportunity to just engage,
yeah,
not to chastise them,
yeah,
not to say you shouldn't be doing this, shouldn't be doing that, but just to engage with them and say, hey, you know what? Let's talk. You tell me what's on your mind, because I think a lot of the kids today they get so much of everybody telling them what they should be
what to
doing and
do?
what they shouldn't be doing.
Yeah,
Versus, and then you get that. Oh man, you can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me that.
exactly.
Let's tear that wall down and let's focus on the engaging process. Okay, talk. Let's listen.
Yeah,
What do you want to talk about?
yeah.
What do you want to talk about? What kind of plans you got going on? What can I do to help you get to where you want to be instead of telling you, nah, don't do this,
So it need to be
don't
a
do that.
dialogue
It
conversation.
it definitely needs to be some dialogue.
Hmm.
Um, the last thing you want to hear, we as adults, as grown men, I don't hear somebody say, don't do this, don't do
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I don't want to hear that.
yeah,
I'd rather you try to sit back and figure out what's going on with me and be able to let me talk. Do you know a conversation, a simple conversation,
hmm,
can change everything?
yeah,
Can change everything. And I truly believe in that when you give the youth the opportunity to talk, it changes the dynamic of everything. Because everybody, and you hear that. I heard it before when I was coming up.
hmm,
I lived in this world without you. You ain't living in this world without me. Oh,
hmm,
I'd have been all right. I done did this. I did this with. I get it.
yeah,
Congratulations.
yeah,
Kudos to you.
yeah,
Hey, we just came in a different chapter. However, when you don't take the opportunity to listen to what somebody has to say, you're missing the whole. The conversation is done. It's
yeah.
gone.
It's done. But you know what? I can piggyback on you right there because I had the opportunity to talk to a lot of youth,
Mhm.
and at the end of the day, it's the way that you talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
Back in school, we had a teacher named Mr. McNish from Greenland High School. Shout out Mr. McNish if you ever see it. Uh, and he when we were in his classroom, he used to call us by our last name. How you doing, Mr. Hill?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Preparing for the world.
preparing for the world.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave us the utmost respect, even though he'll take our breaks every now and
Right.
then. But he preparing you for the world.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing, Mr. Hill? Or have a seat, Mr. Hill, and things of that nature. So at the end of the day, when he said put that Mr. in front of my name, okay, I got to do what I have to say. Because my family is a family. We don't have any fighters, no
Right.
kind of thug or nothing in my family. And at the end of the day, we always want to resolve any problem that you have.
Mm-hmm.
Now what I can say, if you don't want to resolve it over dinner, we will resolve it another way.
Right.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we don't want no violence. We don't want no. All we want is peace.
Mm-hmm.
Want to go home to our family and mow our yards and have a great dinner
Right.
and everything like that.
Right.
And so at the end of the day, that was the way I was raised. I was raised to not have any confrontation.
Mm-hmm.
If you mad with me, okay, is there any way we can figure out why you mad with me?
Right.
Okay, you mad at me because of that, then let's sit down and talk about it. If I said something wrong, because everybody know me, and I used to be a Joner back in the day. For anybody who I Joan back in the day, I apologize to you right now.
Ain't so. Ain't so. I was playing.
But at the end of the day, I'm like, if you're upset with me, come sit down with me. Let's have dinner, and maybe we can rectify the situation.
Right.
Everything is just like you said. Everything can be solved over a simple conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And so, at the end of that, like, what's the resolution?
Right.
Okay, what's the problem and what's the resolution?
Right.
And once you find a resolution, you need to sit down and talk about how you're gonna get to that resolution.
Right.
And that's all. That's all I'm about. Now I'm about happiness. I'm about peace. I'm about tranquility.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about. I still love the Jones. I can't help that. When I get up on a tree, me and a couple of my partners get up on a tree, boy.
This we know.
Yeah, absolutely.
This we know.
Yeah.
And I said, man, ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong sitting back and enjoying life, man. You know, and I said, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. That's what it's truly about. Um, so, and I know I told y'all we gonna get back to this cognac. So we got to get back to the cognac.
Okay,
You know,
yeah, back to the
so
cognac.
we getting deep into life. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm at the album gonna clean that something. Let's get back to the cognac. Now, I myself am not a big cognac drinker. Everybody know nothing against folks who enjoy Hennessy. I'm not a fan. I'm not a Hennessy fan. However, when I came across the Yak NYK,
Mhm.
smooth, very very smooth cognac, um, that I definitely enjoy, and oh he break down the big bottle. Definitely smooth cognac that I definitely enjoy, whatnot. But I say, you know, between the cognacs and the bourbon and the scotches and whatnot, I just when it comes to Hennessy, I'm just not I'm not a Hennessy guy. Um, so you know, I said I don't know. You know, I'm not bashing Hennessy or anything like that or whatnot. It just I think it was a growth point.
Yeah.
I know.
It's like that for everybody.
Yeah.
I know a lot of guys who used to drink bourbon,
Mhm.
but they don't drink bourbon anymore. They drink scotch.
Mhm.
I know a lot of guys who used to drink beer,
Mhm.
natural light. They don't drink natural light no more. They drink Heineken.
Yeah.
And so at the end of the day, it's just like your palate
Your
changes.
palate changes.
Your palate changes.
Right.
It's not to put your shine on Hennessy. It's not to put your shine on Douce or whatever. I got a bottle of Douce XO right there.
Mhm.
But it's not to put a shine on anything. But at the end of the day, it's where your palate changes into.
Yep.
But sometimes you can taste some cognac and it's garbage.
Yeah. You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Some scotch and it's garbage.
You're right.
And some cigars and they're garbage. I buy my cigars by the. I went overseas one time. I'll never forget this. And they were selling like the what they call it? Cuban,
Cuban. Cohibas?
Cohibas, yeah, selling Cohibas. I said, yeah, let me get a pack of Cohibas. Let me get a pack of the expensive brand
Mm-hmm.
that roll together and, and, and show your cigar. And, uh, and let me get some more cigars to fill up my humidor. I got home, I smoked two of the Cohibas. It was fine. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
I love them to death. But on the third one, it started unraveling. So cigars are like family. They're gonna be one bad in the bunch,
Yep.
no matter what. And at the end of the day, I think the Cohibas are overrated because they we, they told us we couldn't get them.
Yeah.
And you know what people do when they tell you can't get them, you want 'em.
Yeah.
Just like that White Hennessy.
Yep.
White Hennessy, oh yeah, you can't get White Hennessy in the state. Man, I bought a case of White Hennessy one day. Man, I gave all that stuff away.
And
I did.
and I was saying with the White Hennessy, I was not, again, my palate, my palate. I wasn't impressed. Um, of course, I ended up finishing and give some people that. But I just wasn't impressed. It didn't grab me. And it's the same with Cuban cigars.
Yeah,
Um, every time we fire up a cigar, first thing somebody asks you, "Oh, is that a Cuban? Oh, you
yeah.
smoke a Cuban?"
Oh yeah, you
Nah,
smoking Cuban? Yeah.
there's more. There's different blends out there besides a Cuban cigar. Um, but I did the same thing. Coming back through Dubai, and oh shit, let me get a box of Cohibas.
Yeah.
I got some Cubans or whatnot. And I'll be honest with you, when I sat there and I smoked that first one for the first time, this is exactly what I told myself. I've had better.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've had better, and it's the hype.
Yeah.
Um, Again, nothing to knock anything. Again, this is me, it's my palate, whatnot.
Yeah.
I think it was the hype of, you know, trying to have this. Folks want to have this and another, and the fact that we couldn't get them for the longest and now what you can, it just didn't. It didn't do it for me.
Yeah.
It was
And
good
if
to
it
say,
don't
hey,
do it for you, it can do it for another
yeah, it
person.
not to do it for somebody else.
So I'm not
Hey,
knocking
uh,
Cohibas, but it just don't do it for me.
right, and it's not serious. Some people like Kellogg's Raisin Bran Crunch. Some people like Post Raisin Bran Crunch.
Yeah.
Same cereal, but two different companies.
I like Frosted Flake.
And Frost Flakes, he go great.
Yeah.
But that was my experience with the Cuban cigar, and I just didn't do it for me.
Yeah.
And I said I've had better cigars, um, like smoking this LFD, way better than the Cuban
The
cigar
Cuban
had and
cigar.
whatnot. So, but there are better sticks out there. So,
Yeah.
I will tell you all that do watch this. If you're not a cigar smoker or whatnot, um, one of the questions you can kind of deviate from is that a Cuban? Because we don't all just sit around smoke Cuban cigars. A lot of cigars have Cuban seed in them.
Yeah.
But you got different origins. There's Honduras,
Yeah.
Ecuador, Nicaragua.
Yeah.
Um, places there's several countries in Mexico, and there's countries in Africa that has things when not China, the Asian market, stateside. So it's seasonal. You just got to sit down and actually do the research and truly find out what you
And
like.
what you like. What
Yeah.
you like. It's just like Kool-Aid. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna break it down to a layman's term. It's just like Kool-Aid. If
Mm-hmm.
you don't like red Kool-Aid, try orange.
Right.
If you don't like orange, try apple.
Right.
You don't even make apple Kool-Aid
Yeah.
now.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes I mix my apple with a little bit of that spirit.
Same out here.
It is what it is.
Give a little twist to it.
Yeah, give it a little twist to it. And so at the end of the day, it's all about you. Cigars ain't. It doesn't mean that. Oh yeah, that's the cigars. And I'm tell you this. You may go to a cigar spot one day and you're looking in the humidor, and that cigar may cost you $50. The $50 cigar is not gonna taste as good
Mm-hmm.
as your regular
Yep.
$5 cigar, $10 cigar.
And that's the other part about cigars. Everybody when you enjoy cigars, and I've said this before. You hear me say that a lot. Um, everybody think that you have so much money in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got so much money in the world because you smoke cigar because it's the stigma. And all this, when you see cigars, you see, the mob bosses and
Mm-hmm.
the rich guys on the golf course and
Yeah.
this and that. It's always related or tied to somebody doing something that's
Or
truly
the Jay
extravagant,
Z's
right?
and stuff like that.
Um, but this lifestyle can be enjoyed, and you don't have to go broke enjoying this lifestyle or not.
I never will forget this. This happened to me this weekend. I was sitting here, my uncle called me.
Okay.
He said, make sure this gets in the microphone. My uncle called me, and he said, well, I'm going to DSW. I'm looking for a Nike pair of shoes
Mm-hmm.
that don't no shoestrings and don't strap up.
Right.
So sometimes you need shoes that don't have any shoestrings.
Right.
You just want to slip them
Yep.
on and go. I said, okay. That's all right. He said, I'm coming over your house. When I get done with that, I'm gonna chill with you for a little while. And so he went over there and he said, no, I didn't have any. So he came on over here.
Mm-hmm.
So my uncle is like he's pretty well.
Yeah.
I said, hey, what you got on your foot? These shoes didn't cost me but $3.98. But when you look at it,
Yeah.
you would think, oh, those shoes must be expensive.
Right.
You understand what
Right.
I'm saying? And it's the same way with cigars.
Exactly.
Same way with cigars. Just because you see Steve Harvey walking around with a cigar doesn't mean that cigar was expensive.
Mm-hmm.
He may be smoking the same cigar that me and you will smoke because that's what introduced him to the habit.
As a matter of fact, one of Steve Harvey's favorite cigars is the Acid Cuba Cuba.
Oh, wow.
And the reason I know it because there was an article done on him. I think it was one of the Cigar Aficionado magazines,
Mm-hmm.
and um, and there's actually a little YouTube clip out there. So if you go to YouTube, look up the Steve Harvey clip. Um, when he's talking about cigars and he's talking about the Acid Cuba Cuba is one of his things. But he also thing he said was he said cigar is yoga.
Mm-hmm.
Now I heard this. I can't tell you how many years ago that I heard this brother say that cigar is yoga. And when he said that, everything went off. I said, that's the perfect way to sum it up.
Exactly. Because I've been pissed off at somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And hold on, let me let me make a dirt road turn right here. Uh, I was pissed off at somebody,
Mm-hmm.
and the main thing you gotta do is make sure you have a home.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can have a house, but you need a home.
Okay.
And so once you have a home, your wife there and kids there,
Yep.
everything
That's home.
like that, that's home. And so to all of the men's out there today, make sure you have a home. And so once they started pissing me off, I said, well, I'm finna go home. Went home, came out here to the gallery, and was smoking my cigar, and that calmed me down.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if I would have stayed there, it would have been a problem.
Yeah. You're right.
But I came home, smoked cigar. I don't even know what kind of cigar I smoked that night.
Mm-hmm.
But that calmed me down enough. Now, I'm not a violent man, but that calmed me down enough. Because my violence is in my mouth, and I can say some words that are cut.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Even if I got to lie.
Yeah.
I'll say some words.
I'm the same way. And I've learned over years. Um, you learn as you get older, but I learned over years that words hurt.
Yeah.
Words hurt more
Well,
than
because it worse than a knife.
than these right here.
Yeah.
And when you put that out into the universe, man, it's out there now. And the only thing you say is the only thing you do is apologize for, hope somebody forgive you for it.
Yeah.
But you learn a lesson from that, and the lesson you learn from that is, was it worth me getting upset about?
Yeah.
And I found myself doing that quite a bit. Like, that's why I'm where I am in life. I think, I was like, you know what? I thank God for the balance.
Yeah.
My balance between my wife, my kids, they give me that balance. And you have to just sit back and just look at like, let's enjoy life, have fun.
Exactly.
But at the same time, if it's somebody who's putting you in a position to where they're trying to either knock you down or try to say some things that's gonna stir you up or not, then you just gotta look at it different light.
Yeah. You got to look at it in different perspective.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If, and my life is like this. I may not be able to shoot a 3-point, but I can drive to the hole and get
Mhm.
fouled.
Mhm.
And get fouled, and I can shoot a free throw.
Right.
Ain't nobody around.
Right.
Everybody standing on the sideline, just waiting on me to shoot my free throw. I can take as
Mm-hmm.
much time as I want to shoot my free throw. My life is like a free throw. You
Right.
understand? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I don't have to worry about the crowd, the naysayers, the haters, or anything like that. Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna drive through that hole
Mm-hmm.
and pray that I get fouled.
Yeah.
And once I get fouled, now I'm gonna see something that I've been practicing on all my life.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot that shot, and if it goes in, it goes in. If it don't, it's my fault.
Right on.
You understand what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It ain't nobody else's fault but mine.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day. And the other thing I like about a good cigar, like you came over today. Now this is a good hour smoke.
Oh yeah.
And so I said, you want a cigar? Well, you gotta know that you're gonna be sitting down with me
Mm-hmm.
for an hour.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
There, and this is something now I need to tell all y'all people this, young people and old people. Do not put out your cigar. You got this much left, and expect to leave. That's disrespectful.
Yeah. Disrespectful.
Really disrespectful.
I'm gonna finish this cigar here in the gallery. I definitely ain't leaving it, dog. It's rare that I don't finish a cigar.
Me too.
Yeah, it's rare, so I'm definitely gonna finish the cigar in the gallery. Um, but man, life is what it is. You know, got to go out there and you got to enjoy it. Um, and you know, like I said, these are things that actually bring everybody together. So when bringing everybody together and with cigars, and I know you said you started out with um, your core and
Mm-hmm.
whatnot. If somebody came to you today and said, Quincy, what would you recommend for me to smoke? Never smoked before. What are you gonna get? What are you gonna tell them?
Never smoked before.
Never say first time smoker want to get into the game. You know they
You need to go leave my house and go get you some Newport Short 100 in the box. Because if you ain't never smoked, you don't want to smoke nothing in here. You understand what I'm saying? Because this no, I'm just first time I'm gonna curse. This shit right here is expensive.
yeah.
I probably got like a couple $1,000s in this humidor right here right now. And so unless you're ready to smoke,
Mm-hmm.
then come back over here
Yeah.
and smoke with me.
Okay.
But because at the end of the day, for you asking me what do you recommend, go to Sip a Cigar or go to Thick Ass Cigar and ask them.
Mm-hmm.
Because ain't no way in the hell you gonna come over here and ask me what you recommend.
Right.
Because my cigars is only for the select few.
Mm-hmm.
And so
So okay.
you asked the wrong question.
Fair enough.
you
Fair enough.
asked, you
That's
asked
the
the
wrong question.
wrong question.
I know. With me, I've had several people ask me, I'm trying to get into smoking cigars. What do you recommend? I always, this is just me. I always tell them go with something mild or something deep.
Yeah,
And there's the reason why I say
you
this.
can't.
But this reason because this person never smoked a cigarette. I don't want to tell them, hey, go get your Flor Dominico Lajero
Yeah.
and double Lajero and don't smoke that. This, I guarantee you, I will ruin that will ruin somebody's first time cigar experience.
I'm being candid. I'm being off the cuff. If you never have smoked, don't come to the gathering.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you come to the gathering, don't ask me for a cigar. Because at the end of the day, if you come in here, you should feel privileged. And then when you come in here, I'm gonna want to give you one of my best cigars.
Right. But we talking about what we talking about is the people that don't come to the gathering.
Yeah.
Let's say the people that come to the clubhouse.
Okay.
New neighbor moved in, would not come to the
I give
clubhouse.
them a cigarette.
Hey Quincy, I see that you.
I
You
will
know,
give
I'm
them a.
thinking about smoking cigars.
I will give them a black and mild.
I'm gonna go to the cigar lounge. What do you think I should buy at the cigar lounge?
You know what? The first thing I tell them is to smoke a fat bottom bed
Mm-hmm.
because it got a sweet leaf in front
Mm-hmm.
of it. It tastes kind of like a black and mild, but you got the whole full body of it.
Right.
So at the end of the day, I tell them not to come over here, but just go buy you
Mm-hmm.
a fat bottom bed.
Right.
And once you learn how to smoke, because you know one thing about smoking cigars is that you don't have to inhale.
No.
Just blow it back out.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that will penetrate once it hits your palate.
Mm-hmm.
Once it hits your palate and it absorbs into your tongue, that's gonna give you. I'm gonna show him how to do it right now. Let me pour me a little more drink.
We about to show y'all how to do it right now. I'm gonna show y'all how. I'm showing y'all how to do it. Why he gonna show y'all how to do it? But one of the questions, reason because I ask that question a lot, is because there's a lot of folks that do. They approach me and they ask me about cigars and what do I recommend, and I never smoked before, this and another whatnot. And I do. I tend to how I said before, I tend to lean to something mild or something, something that I know that they're going to enjoy. That's not going to run them away. But one of my also recommendations I do tell folks is that if you're going to do a cigar, it's your first time doing a cigar, do it at home.
Hey,
And the reason I say do it at home is because there's an aftershock.
yeah,
There's definitely an aftershock. That is almost like if you just smoke a cigar and maybe have a Sprite with cola. There's an aftershock. And that aftershock is if you driving along the road, you start getting a little motion sickness. That's the damn cigar.
yeah, that's a
Um,
cigar.
Cigars can be enjoyed differently. Whether it's a breakfast, you want to have one after breakfast, midday, lunch, dinner, whatever case may be. But you gotta actually take the time to learn what sets you up for. And I will tell you, please do not go out there and be a first time smoker. Um, and I'm not. Well, I say try to be like everybody else. Get you something that you might enjoy or not. Because at the end of the day, you gotta set your palate up. It's gonna be what you like, and I will tell you definitely start off at home so you can be able to build something like building a tolerance up to something. You're
Exactly. It's
introducing your
all
body
relative.
to something new.
Yeah, it's all relative.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Well, I'm glad we this right here. This is a GTO
GTO painkiller.
painkiller. You don't need to start out with it.
Mm-mm.
No. This right here is a hand rolled cigar from Honduras.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to start out with this. This right here is a fat bottom bed. I know y'all think I'm trying to be funny, but if you never smoked a cigar, you don't even need to start out with this.
Right.
So at the end of the day, go buy you a cigar. Go buy a $3 cigar. Go buy a $5 cigar, and just enjoy it.
Right.
But then, as you graduate, as your palate change, and you move up, then you'll be able to enjoy the Toro Fuentes. You'll be able to enjoy the LFDs, and you'll be able to enjoy. Man, now what I really enjoy is a brick house.
Mm-hmm.
Brick house is an inexpensive cigar, but it's just like monumental.
Right.
Yeah, I think I got something in my humidor
So,
too.
so while he's looking for that brick house, which is monumental, let me tell you something right here. GTO Oscar Rodriguez. Rodriguez. However y'all want to say it. Doctor Oscar Rodriguez. Doctor. I will tell you, sir. I met you some time ago, but I tell you this right here, this painkiller you got here is definitely something else
And
special.
Oscar told me the time I met him. He said, light your cigar. So I lit it. He said, smoke it. I said, I don't like this. He said, no, smoke it to the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Because the middle is what all the body is,
Mm-hmm.
where all of the good substance is. But I'm going to let you know this too as well. That once you finish smoking the body, and I started to like it, now you get down to this end of it. And this the part that's going to get you like boosted.
Yeah. You smoke a cigar because you smoke a cigar in thirds.
Mm-hmm.
First and second, last third. You smoking the thirds because you're gonna get the different. You definitely, like you said, you're gonna get the different flavors, the different vibes or whatnot. By smoking the third. So as soon as you light it, you can't really. You can start picking up on notes of what you get. Whether it's I'm kind of getting a little pepper. I'm getting this. I'm getting that. But you gotta smoke the cigar in thirds. So when you're smoking in thirds, that's when you start seeing um, that you now some cigars you're gonna be able to have that same consistency all the way through. Some of them gonna change or whatnot, but that's the beauty of it because you're gonna get a little this, you're gonna get a little that. But what I'll tell you about that GTO painkiller, um, that's for grown folk.
Yeah. You got to be a grown man
But
with it.
you gotta be a grown up to handle that. And I say it's great, great stick, sir. It's a beautiful stick. I hope I get to actually sit down with you one day and talk more about the GTO. But you got a definitely beautiful stick, man. I love it, enjoy it. I think that and anesthesia.
Anesthesia, yeah.
Oh my God. So right on.
Now I'm gonna tell you about the different kind of cuts you can have. You can either have a guillotine cut,
Mhm.
or you can have a O cut, or you can have a V cut. My my preference is a V cut,
Mhm.
and I got them all right here on this little thing right here. But at the end of the day, I like the V cut.
Yep.
Which one you like?
V cut.
I like the V cut because it allows you to absorb all of what's
Yep.
going into the cigar.
Right.
And and really, I'm gonna be country right here. It doesn't matter. You can grab a pair of scissors and cut your cigar,
Mhm.
or you can take a pen, stick a hole in it,
Right.
and cut your cigar and smoke it. And if it's good to you, it's all relative. It's all in what you want out of your cigar.
Yeah.
Okay, I say it. A cigar is just like a woman. The way you treat it
Mhm.
is the way that cigar gonna respond to you.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you treat it right, you cut it right, you don't have to worry about it unwrapped.
Right.
You pay a lot of money for it,
Mhm.
you ain't gotta worry about
You
it
right about that.
unwrapped.
You right about that.
Yeah, and if you treat it right, keep it well kept in humidors and stuff like that, you ain't gotta worry about it.
Mhm.
But at the same time, if you just come in here, throw some cigars on the table, and let them sit here about 5, 4 days, and then you start talking about it ain't no good,
Yeah.
then that's your problem.
Cause you treat it wrong.
Cause you treated it
Yeah.
wrong. At the end
Can't
of
you can't buy a cigar just leave it out. Um, it's crazy because you have folks say, yeah man, I had a cigar that I bought back from a cruise or
yeah,
whatnot. And the first time I asked them, what you put it in?
yeah,
Oh, it's just sitting on the counter at the house.
yeah,
When you open it up and get ready to smoke it, if it crumples like a doggone leaf, if it's dry, it start busting on you this and another,
yeah,
it's because you did not take care of that cigar when you bought it.
exactly.
Um, so if you're gonna go on cruises and come back with cigars, this and another, be prepared to take care of something. Now, an easy way to do that is you get you a small Tupperware bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Tupperware bowl,
I travel one.
got a little cap full of water, whatnot or whatnot. Put it in there, seal it, close it, put it in a nice, probably preferably in your cabinet.
Yeah,
Put it in the cabinet of your house, put it in the back corner, and let it do its thing. It's gonna keep your humidity, it's gonna keep your cigar where you get until you're ready to smoke it. However, again, if you leave that thing sitting out on the counter and it started exploding on you like Elmer Fudd,
yeah,
they used to do it in all Looney Tunes and
yeah,
whatnot, that's what you're gonna get. And it may ruin your experience because now the tobacco is not tobacco still ferments
yeah,
as it sits. For folks that don't know that, it's just not when it comes out of the process of being wrapped. They're still going through the process of the fermentation process that's going on. That's why you see if we get the cellophane, if a cigar sits for a very long time, and that cellophane's get that
yeah,
brown looking because that cigar's still fermenting. It's gonna be a great smoke by the time you get ready to smoke it. But cigars they definitely you have to focus on maturity.
exactly. I remember one time I went to we was in Florida. We ran we ran past this cigar spot. So I walked in there thinking I know everything. And I said, okay, let me get some. It was a high end brand in there. I said, Maduro, Latoro Frances, give me a Maduro. He said, well, Maduro. And I thought Maduro was the name of a cigar.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know Maduro was a leaf.
Yeah, it's the leaf.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know anything about Connecticut. I didn't know anything about um, all the different brands and stuff like that. But one thing I realized, this is a science.
Right.
Science to what you like to smoke. So once you get what you like to smoke,
Mm-hmm.
make sure you know it. I keep all my labels because I'm older now. If I like that smoke, and I go home after I like that smoke, I have the label right there with me, and then I can order.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if I if I get a smoke that I like and don't know how to order it, I don't know the name of it, because cigars got a whole lot of names. It's a genre of names for cigars.
Right.
A whole lot of names of cigars. And so once you find one like LFD, that's my main, and GTO, that's my main one. Shout out to you, Oscar. And that's what really I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
make sure that you like what your palate like.
Right.
And at the end of the day, once you find out what you like, you good.
You just right about that.
Yeah.
You're right.
And if you like black and mild, fine, cool, I ain't gonna judge. If you like cigarettes, fine, cool, I ain't gonna judge. I usually keep a carton of Newport shorts in the box at the bottom of my humidor because I know some people smoke cigarettes. They ain't gonna smoke them in here.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if that's what you smoke, you enjoy yourself. That's what you like.
That's what you like.
Yeah.
And that's what anything, whether it's cigars,
Same
black
thing
and
on
mild,
liquor.
cigarettes, hookah, whatever it is. That's what you like. That's what you like.
Yeah, that's what you like.
Like you said, same thing with liquor. You know, you drink what you like.
Yeah. And that's why, oh boy, gotta show them this. That's why,
Man, you gotta show me something.
whenever I go somewhere, my son bought this for my birthday. Whenever I go somewhere, I also take a case.
Mm-hmm.
It's a it's a case. It's got my lighter. It's got 4 places to put cigars, and the cigars are. It's got the what do they call this?
Spanish cedar?
The cedar wood in
Yeah.
it. And so when I get there, I know we're good.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if I see any cigars, I always tote 2.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I get there, if I see some other cigars I like, I can put them in here
Right.
as well. And it also got a lighter. It also got a cutter and everything like that. But at the end of the day, you got to know what you like
Right.
in order to smoke a good cigar.
Right.
And nobody's gonna in the cigar age we're in now. Nobody's gonna judge.
No.
Nobody's gonna pick at you unless you got some haters out there.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's gonna pick at you about what cigar you like because I've been around a whole lot of cigar bars. I'm finna pull a plug in for you now. Cigar International, Cigar City,
Mm-hmm.
Thick Ass Cigar,
Mm-hmm.
Sipper Cigar.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's some cigar shops I don't even know.
Right.
But when you get in there, you ask them, can I have a smoke? You get your smoke, and you're fine.
Right.
Don't nobody try to judge you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't. Only person gonna judge is your pocketbook.
That's it.
Because if you can afford the $20 cigar, just go on down to a $10 or $5 cigar. Because at the end of the day, it's all about what you enjoy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's it. And the price wise really don't. I mean, yeah, some cigars because of the how they're made and this and the other whatnot. That they're going to cost a little more. But at the end of the day, you again, do what your pockets can afford.
Yeah, dude.
Um, hell, or if you want to, hell, splurge. You can splurge
Exactly.
and get that stick or whatnot. But if you're gonna become to the point to where you get to where you start becoming um, more of this is what you decide to do. This and then you're gonna start setting money aside. That money you'll set
Yeah.
aside, you're gonna start setting up. I got a cigar fund. I
Me
keep a
too.
little chain for cigars. And because I enjoy cigars and
Yeah.
there's cigars that I want. Now there's cigars that I've been wanting to try. Once I try them, if it's not what I expect it to be, I'm not gonna go out there. I don't rave. I don't down cigars. I don't disrespect cigars. I don't talk about because there's a lot of work that goes into that cigar. That cigar may just not be for me. Um, because there definitely is a lot of work that goes into putting the shit together. So I'm never gonna say anything is bad. I'm never gonna talk bad about anybody's cigar when I just say again it just wasn't for me.
That's
And
it.
and I'm just one person. There's
Yeah.
billions, trillions of people on this doggone earth. People that smoke cigars and whatnot, and it can be something that they enjoy in their life. But also, with that, when you talk about, folks, the judging process, a lot of times folks, they get judged on what they smoke. And somebody says, "Oh, why they smoking this or why they smoking that?" You don't know why they smoking this or that.
Yeah.
That's what the hell they damn like.
Exactly.
Whether it is, whether it, like you said, we start off with corn.
Yeah.
I've smoked corn before.
Yeah.
I haven't smoked corn, I can't tell you when. This is the reason why I smoke corn. This is the only reason why I smoke corn. Because in Afghanistan, when your humidor runs dry and you're waiting on that cigars in the national order, you gotta go down to the base exchange.
Yeah.
And the base exchange, all they got is corn.
Wow.
So either
Smoke corn
you
or
gonna smoke
smoke
corn
nothing.
or smoke
Smoke
nothing.
nothing. Yeah.
And I've done everything I could with the corn, man. I even took I took a couple of them, put them in the humidor with
Man,
some
I
try to
even
flavor,
took.
kind of infuse and everything.
I tried to take corn, dip it in this whiskey I was drinking,
Yeah,
but at the end of the day, it was just corn.
yeah. Now and there's a lot of sticks out there that you can infuse yourself. And but of course, it takes process. But if you infuse them yourself, it takes patience too.
Yeah, it
It
pays.
takes a lot of patience, and a lot of people have time. They can't wait for that cigar to be ready when not. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
buy you a couple sticks, couple CI knockoff,
Yeah.
whatnot. Put them in a Tupperware bowl with some brandy or scotch or
Yeah.
whatever it is that you drink, and and get you a good infused stick. Still
Yeah.
got to let it dry. This and another one now, but you definitely get to get you a good infused stick.
Yeah. You really will. Okay, you just said when you was in Afghanistan.
Hmm.
So what branch of the military that
So
you serve in?
when I was in Afghanistan, I was over at defense contractor. So I was
What branch were you in?
well, I was in Marines.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service.
You're welcome, sir. Yeah. Spent 12 years in the Corps. Got out the Corps. Did another 4 years as a defense contractor. And that's where I really picked up my passion for smoking cigars.
Yeah.
Um, I had a couple guys I worked with. Shout out to Francisco Centron, who who was one of the guys I first worked with over there,
Mm-hmm.
and he was on vacation when I got there, and I noticed on his desk he had a humidor on his desk, and I asked him, I said, man, who the guy said he smokes cigars? Like, yeah, he smokes cigars. I said, well, I smoke every now and then. Yeah, at that point in time, I was an every now and then smoker.
Yeah.
I grab a cigar. I want to sit back and relax. I grab me a stick or two, and I sit back and I enjoy it. Old Kestrel Ray out of the
Mm-hmm.
PS. And when he came back, I had a cigar again. I put it in the humidor, and when I said, man, that thing swole. When I said swole up because it was so dry. He's like, nah, dude, you can't smoke this. So he gave me a Vegas Gold, 5 Vegas Gold, and said I smoked him. So I ordered me a humidor, um, lighter, some sticks, and I felt big boy status. Had me glass top humidor, and I feel like I was almost on big boy status now. Um, but then I met another guy. Is my man to this day, man. We was on the phone last night, probably like 3 damn hours. My man Darian Petaway,
Yeah.
who when I say took me in, oh man, it was like somebody sitting there. It was almost like a mentorship
Yeah.
with cigars. He brought all these down. When I said the guy had a cigar, man, the dude had half him was, he had Pelican cases, he had this, he had. The dude had so many doggone cigars. He said, well, you gonna try this? You try that? Yeah, matter of fact, go ahead and smoke that right now.
Yeah.
And it really he alone just kind of took me to another place with cigars because he was teaching me.
Yeah.
He wasn't just saying smoke this, smoke that. He was teaching me. He said, what do you think about this? I want you to try that. Let me know what you think about it.
Yeah.
I said, man, it's not a bad stick. It's all right. Okay, cool. Well, you gonna try this one? And ever since then, my it helped increase my love for cigars.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to this day, man, I still talk to this guy, man. I go visit him. He come up here and whatnot. And it's just been that I've been smoking ever since then.
Yeah.
So it's years.
Yeah.
Years been in this.
Well, right now, I think we need to plug somebody right now. What do you know about this?
So I don't want to plug
Oh, you
them.
don't?
I don't want to plug them.
Okay.
But this is the gracefully groomed.
Yeah.
Okay. And by Rodney Scott.
Uh-huh.
And it's a face and beard oil.
Yeah.
And I tell you, we was at the lounge,
Yeah.
and I saw him sitting there, and he had them out for the fellas and everything. And D was like, he said, man, just he said, get you one. Got one, and I put it on. When I first did it, the only thing I did, I just put it on my
Mm-hmm.
goatee. I can get y'all. I can get this
Yeah.
goatee. I can't get all this. So hell with
Yeah.
y'all that y'all can. Um, so I put it on goatee, and I told him, man, I said, it's just a couple of days, man. I was like, man, this is nice.
Yeah.
So when I talked to Rodney about it, he said, man, you try it on your face too. I said, nah. I said, this is a beard. He said, no. He said, He said, anything you put on your beard, with your beard is on your face. You can put on your
Exactly.
face.
Exactly.
So I started using it. I started putting on my face and everything, man. When I say after a couple days or so, just the I don't know what you got in it, bro. But I mean, it does one of your face, man. It's like you got moisturize, it's smooth. I haven't had any breakouts,
Exactly.
anything of that nature or
Exactly.
not. I can get a good shave. Even if I do a razor, I do a razor shave every now and then,
Yeah. Yeah.
straight razor.
Yeah.
Every
Straight
not
right.
maybe every other blue moon I'll do a straight razor fade.
Yeah.
But when I do it and I put it on, man, I just feel like, man, yeah, it feel like that right there, like like that chrome dome right there.
Yeah. Now I want to tell you a story about Rocky, and this probably gonna sort of racially groom. I don't know how much. We were sitting at the lounge one night, and just as I had tried it,
Mhm.
he said, Quincy, he said, no matter what, you grind harder than anybody. So at the end of the day, you should treat yourself. Go get a pedicure. Go get a manicure.
Mhm.
Go get a massage. Go buy whatever you need to buy
Mhm.
in order to make yourself sufficient.
Mhm.
You know, and that's what I think a lot of people have got away from taking care of the star player. The star player is you.
Yeah.
You know, is yourself. But at the end of the day, that's all he was trying to tell you.
Mhm.
Go, go do you.
There's nothing wrong keeping yourself well groomed.
Groom well, groom.
Haircut, shave,
Shave.
manicure, pedicure, massage, all the good stuff. Most people, most men are, oh man, I ain't going no nail shop.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah,
Why not?
yeah.
And it's just all
You'll
about
send your
keeping,
wife
yeah,
out and you get her somebody to go
yeah.
get her nails done.
And it's all about keeping yourself well groomed. There's
Yeah,
nothing wrong with being well groomed. There's nothing wrong with it all. Back in the day, in the old school days, the
yeah,
older days,
yeah,
when you saw cats walking around and whatnot, they wore suits every day.
yeah,
They had the hair comb, they were shaved, they
yeah.
had this, that, and the other going on and whatnot. So there's nothing wrong going. Nothing wrong going being well groomed.
You know what? I can piggyback on that too. The back in slavery days,
Mhm.
the master used to throw out his old clothes, old suits,
Mhm.
but the slaves used to go pick them up
Yeah.
and put them on, shave their heads, groom up their beards, and
Mhm.
everything like that. I guarantee you today, even if it's a young black man hanging on from a tree,
Mhm.
he would not be seen without a suit on.
Yep.
I saw one yesterday. He was hung from a tree, but he still had his hat
Mhm.
in his hand.
Mhm.
And so that's what I believe we need to get back to.
Yeah.
Keeping ourselves well groomed.
Right.
And a lot of times we get out of it, we're like, well, I got to go to work today. I got to do this, got to do that. I ain't got time for that. Take time out for yourself.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Take time out for yourself. And it's about 20 barbershops around you. Somebody can cut your hair like you want.
Mhm.
Take time out for yourself. Go get your hair cut. Go by a cigar lounge. Sip a cigar or either
I tell you what I do. I iron my clothes every day I go to work.
exactly.
Every day, whether it's a polo, khakis, or whatnot, I
Yeah.
iron every day. Um, because of course I was raised I was that truly I was raised that way. Um, but also part of being in the Marines,
Hmm.
it was when you got to go to work. When you get up every morning, you gonna have a haircut, you gonna be shaved, your uniform gonna be pressed, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Part of that process was to prepare you, whether you get 4 years, 8 years, 12 years, 20 years retire or not. Part of that process is to when you transition out, we want you to be able to transition to this lifestyle of saying, this is what I should look like. Now, if that's not for you,
It's not for
if
you.
it's not for you, there's a lot of people out there they love the scruffy look. This, that,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
by all means, hey, but for me, um, I just like to keep myself well groomed.
Well groomed. And at the end of the day, I learned this through a gentleman. I'm gonna call his name in a minute. I learned this through a gentleman who's in prison. So I went to see him one day, and Everybody came out. You know, I'm always suited and booted. Everybody was out there. They was in their look. I'm put it like this. They was in their regular clothes.
Mm-hmm.
They just want to go see him and stuff like that. So when I got there, I was suited and booted. So okay, Mr. Hill, you need to go over here. So we went over there, and then she said, okay, the inmate will be out in a minute. This guy and a couple more gentlemen, they came out
Mm-hmm.
looking sharper than me.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? They don't have any iron.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have any electrical equipment
Right.
to make themselves look groomed. But once he heard, or once they heard that we was coming down there,
Mm-hmm.
they got groomed.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And quite naturally, I like, man, how you get your hair cut that quick? He said, man, I had to get groomed up, because I expect company today. And so, at the end of the day, as being in the free world, that's what they would say. You need to keep yourself groomed every day,
Mm-hmm.
because you're going to experience company
Right.
every day. Perception is reality.
Perception is reality.
I go down to the pool sometimes. I got outfits upstairs that I already ironed, and I'm wearing it to the pool.
Right.
At the end of the day, it's because perception is reality. I don't have my pants hanging out my tail. I don't have. I always keep a belt on, and I'm always tucked and suited and booted.
Mm-hmm.
And so at the end of the day, this is what I want to tell young men of today. Keep yourself well groomed.
Mm-hmm.
Keep yourself. What's the name of this company?
Gracefully
Gracefully groomed.
keep yourself gracefully groomed.
Gracefully groomed.
Right.
Rodney Scott, you hear me? Keep yourself gracefully groomed.
In the words of Kobe Wilkins, the shameless plug, gracefully groomed.
Yeah, and that's it. And when you run by the cigar culture, you always catch guys out there that's gracefully groomed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's no coincidence. It's no kind of what's the word for it? It's no kind of proclivity in black men keeping themselves gracefully groomed.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it. You
Right.
can do it all at home.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Every man should own a pair of clippers,
Mm-hmm.
a pair of nose hairs trimmer, and some Vaseline. They're just to make your shine, where you oil sheen, Vaseline, whatever. Make sure your head clean, shine up, and everything like that. Once you step out of the house, you are a representation of your whole family.
Mm-hmm.
And then for a minute, you were picking at me about this. For a minute, I tried to grow a beard, and I walked out to Walmart one day. It was like when I was in that ugly stage, and people would stop me and say, "What's going on? Cause what's wrong with you?" Because I want to gracefully grow.
Right.
You understand
Right.
what I'm saying? I didn't have my shit together,
Mm-hmm.
and so that's all I'm trying to tell y'all men of today. Every day you leave your house, have your shit together.
Together.
You never know what multi-million-dollar deals that may transpire, or either $1,000 deal that may transpire that you could have had
Yep.
if you would have been gracefully
Yep.
groomed.
You're right.
Always speak articulate. Always use mannerism, and always use the right the right tone for the right people.
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, that's what I think this cigar culture is teaching us.
Mm-hmm.
And on the other end of it, cigars been out for a long time, but it's the fact that African Americans has taken it and made cigar smoking look better than it ever has been.
Yeah.
To
And we, is and not to down any other, ethnicity or what the case may be like, but um we truly it's almost like when we touch something, we take it to another level.
a whole nother level.
Bring a style to it. Um, and the beauty of it is that for Israel's sake, back years ago, again, like we talked about earlier,
Yeah,
you didn't see a lot of black guys. I mean, you saw the Bill Cosby, the
yeah,
doggone Sammy Davis Jr.
yeah.
You seen those guys with cigars and whatnot. Um, but now it's at the point to where this is something that we're playing. We're smoking cigars. We're playing golf. We're doing
Yeah,
we're doing things that as kids coming up as a kid coming up playing to play golf,
Mm-hmm.
it's almost like ah you playing golf, ah you playing soccer, ah you pretty much playing in the band now. But now as you get older and you see things in different light, shit like that back in the day, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
That was actually you actually did something that prepared you for now.
I had a neighbor. He used to live right behind me. If you know what I'm talking about, you'll know. You know. You know who I'm talking about. And my son, he was in basketball. He was like, okay, uh, what you want to play? Okay, you want to play basketball? You want to play basketball and stuff like that. So one day he came in and smoked a cigar with me. And at the end of the day, I said, "What's your son doing now?" But I never saw him.
Right.
He said, "Well, every other day I take him out for a golf training." I said, Why in the hell you take him out for golf training?" But the end, he is a successful person because he took the narrative and exposed it and said,
Mhm.
"You ain't got to play basketball.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a rapper.
No.
You don't have to be none of that. Go to school, get your education, and worry about golf."
Mhm.
And so that was his way of keeping him uh, solidified to introduce him to what the real corporate world has to offer.
Right.
You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Definitely.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say it has been times to where we want to keep our kids in these
Mhm.
little square boxes.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you can only do this, you can only do that. And you hear them rapping upstairs, they say, "Oh yeah, you're gonna be the next rapper. Or you're gonna be the next basketball player," and stuff like that. But they don't have to be the next
Mm-mm.
basketball player. They don't have to be the next rapper. They don't have to be the next drug dealer. They don't have to be anything like that. Well, what they can be is the next doctor,
Mhm.
the next lawyer.
And the other part about that, I think we with our side generation, now 'cause we're close in age or whatnot, is that we've always I allow my kids to grow up to have their own
I did it.
identity.
Yeah.
To be able to think for themselves, to go out here and do this or whatnot. I don't did not push this on that, push this on you, push that on you or nothing. Because again, you force somebody to do what you want them to do.
Yeah.
You got to build and develop your own identity of what you want because that's where, like back to say happiness, that's
Yeah.
where your true happiness comes from.
Exactly. I remember back in the day, and this is not to get on no kind of a stroke horse. When I had my stroke, and it was a doctor named Dr. Hassan, and they want to drill into my head to see exactly what caused the abnormality in my brain. And my mama came into the hospital room that day, and I was like 16, and still got to finish school and everything like that. And what she said was, she said, well, the doctor is someone who should know better than me.
Mm-hmm.
He don't been to school for this. The doctor said you need to drill in your brain. He said, and my mama said this, and I remember her words verbatimly. She said, "What do you want to do?" I said, "Well, I don't really want to have an operation. I want to have nobody to drill into my head because I really don't want to do that."
Right.
And so she let me make that choice.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was the way her making me find my own identity.
Right.
And that was my family. And a lot of my relatives are getting sick now. They're older in age and stuff like that. But all my uncles, they'll tell me the same thing. They say as long as they're in a sound minded body, let them make their own
Mm-hmm.
decision. And at the end of the day, that's all you can do. As a child, as a grown up, as anybody, let them make their own decision.
Right.
Because if you don't, then they're gonna start reflecting stuff that's not really them.
Right on. Right on. Can't disagree with that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, it was a great conversation, man.
Man, it was a wonderful conversation. I'm
Great
glad you
conversation.
came by here.
Sit back, hang out. Um, we still got some cigar to finish and everything, and we're gonna do that. But like I tell everybody out there, man, one of the things I truly believe in, and you may not do it today, you may not do it the next day or whatnot, is, you know, this thing called life is short. It's short, We get mad about certain things or not, but it just take a moment, just really think about whatever is it worth being mad about, something that you can fix. Hey, fix it. Um, I don't want to tell somebody, I'm sorry, while they're laying down with their eyes closed and whatnot. And I want to reveal, tell them why they here.
Mm-hmm.
So the biggest part about that, man, in life we go through things, um, but it's growing pains, and we all got a lot of growing to do.
Yeah.
So enjoy life.
Yeah.
Get out here, enjoy life. Start smoking cigar, buy you some scotch,
Yeah.
bourbon,
Yeah.
cognac if that's your choice or whatnot. Golf, shoot pool, swim, go to work. Whatever it is that you want to do, there shouldn't be anything out there keeping you from doing what you want to do. All right. So, with that being said, Quincy, you got anything else for these fine folks out here, man?
Well, all I want to say is that uh, it was back in the day that I had my brother. He's not really my real brother, but his girlfriend told me something one day. I was sitting over there venting, you know what I mean? Like, this ain't right, that ain't right. And she looked up at me and said, Quincy, do you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you? I looked at her like she was crazy. So, what the hell you mean, do you? I said, do whatever makes you happy.
Right.
And so at the end of the day, all I'm trying to tell anybody who listens to this podcast, anybody who listens to this this Facebook presentation, is to do you. And if you enjoy doing you, can't nothing nobody can say about you. Because you stop being you, you ain't you.
Right.
You ain't you.
And
They,
I can't be nobody but me.
I can't be no. I can be the best me, but if I try to be somebody else, I'm gonna flunk at it all the time.
Fail every time.
Fail every time.
So, hey, again, y'all, hey, this was a great show. I hope you should watch it. I know a lot of times I cut up or not, but sometimes you got to bring some realness to it. So again, this is your boy the Cigarologist, hanging out with Mr. Quincy Hill over in the gallery. Um, I'm gonna, I'm not gonna record anything around it. I want y'all still in the style. He's the originator. So again, man, this is your boy the Cigarologist, hanging out with my man Quincy Hill over here at the gallery, and y'all do what y'all always tell you to do. Keep them damn smoking, and most importantly, keep it smoking.